Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. We are working on our game again. Kind of. So first things first, I'm gonna run this just to see if everything still runs right. We just upgraded. We went from 4.6 to 4.7, or Godot 4.6 to 4.7. I can't imagine it's gonna blow anything up, but who knows? I don't know if this UI changed or if I just haven't been in Godot so long that I've like forgotten what this all looks like. So far seems... well, nope, never mind. Oh, okay. I don't know why that took so freaking long. It's taken like a lot longer to load scenes. And I don't know why. Okay, I think we're good. Yep, cheat code's still working. Cheat codes, debug menu, whatever you want to call it. Awesome. Done and done. That's a good dev session? No. Let's, first of all, can't see shit in the debug console here. Yeah, so the first thing I wanted to mess around with tonight is, I feel like we tried this a little bit, but we didn't fully get there. I want to, see if I can get the camera to have, like, a configurable, like, tracking. I gotta do a lot of math for that. Maybe not the best task to bite off when I haven't done any game dev on this project or otherwise for like months. But we can get it figured out. Like, I think basically all we would need to do, like if I specify some angles, we can take the angle between the camera and the player and then, like... I mean, we can also just tell it to, like, look at player, but that's not exactly what we want, because we want to, like, clamp that. I don't even know if it would be useful to, like, test that out, like, in that fashion of, like... Okay, so these are just flat out nodes with no scripts on them. I'm trying to think of where I even put this. Oh, I guess like this would be the best place to toss it, because this is like where we define... I don't know. I hate to create like yet another script, but it kind of almost feels more appropriate if I have like a profile of information about the camera at the actual camera node, rather than just like the zone that it triggers it. And now I'm thinking of doing a change that's going to break a whole lot of stuff. But I mean, right now we only have like a prototype area, so I guess better now than later, right? If I change like the type, I mean, we could just do like some decompiler shit and just be like, oh, well, we can check the type and then just at runtime cast it or whatever. But I think the more proper thing would be to, instead of like having this parameter be just a node, or a node 3D rather, change that to our new script, which will inherit from node 3D. Yeah. Oh, first things first, actually, we should commit the version update. So I think that's really just going to be these two things changing. I'll keep the old files. All this other stuff, well, no, that is useful. That and that. That's more backups. I don't really care about that, but these are all things I actually did change in the scenes. They're not part of the upgrade as far as I can tell. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So then we go and we say upgrade to Godot 4.7. Commit, push. Didn't make a branch for that. Just pushing directly to main. Living dangerously. Yeah. Okay. Well, first things first, let's get the, why is that just in its own spot? It's kind of weird. What does this script do? Oh. Yeah, that tracks. Okay. I can't imagine we're gonna have like too many more camera-related things, but I'm gonna make a camera folder anyway. I don't like these loose scripts just hanging out here. Pardon me. Don't ask again. I mean, I guess what else would you have the checkbox say? But it makes it sound so like. Inherit node 3D. What happens if I... Oh, okay. Okay, empty is when you don't have it checked. Camera... Yeah, I don't even need game camera position, just camera position. And for now, all I really need is just a, well, we'll make it a Boolean, and then I'm gonna add parameters after this for angles, I guess. Yeah. Follow player. Exports. And then... Nope, not ready. Oh, that's... Oh gosh, what is the process? There we go. Yes, there we go. Why is that? Oh, because I haven't done anything with it. Gotcha. If follow player. Follow player. Okay, it doesn't like that I'm calling. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. Rotate camera towards player. That is right off the tongue. Oh, okay, so this creates a new... conundrum. We kind of need another, like, internal variable to track whether this camera's active. Oh, when I have, like, parameters to it, what casing do I usually use? Okay, I have it that way. Is active. And then we'll have 2. What the hell did I press? How's it going, La Veca Loca? Okay. I don't know that we really need to be passing the camera object around like this, but... Oh, don't I have, like, a script on that? Well, no, the camera itself doesn't have a script on it, so probably not. The tricky part's gonna be, like, keeping this clamped to 2 angles is gonna, Well, I don't even know if I need to clamp it to 2 angles. Ugh. The more I think about how I'm gonna solve this, the more complicated it gets. There's gotta be, like, some common logic out there for this. Maybe I should stop, like, rolling my own and, like, try to, look towards other examples. Well, like I said, look at the 1.0 working. Just have it like look at the player when this boolean is flipped. Yeah. And then of course deactivate. I'm doing well. It's active false and camera null. I am working on a survival horror game, which is very much in its infancy in terms of, like, I don't know. I've been working on this for a while, and, like, I feel like there's a solid foundation of features in the game, but there's no game yet. Like, this whole area is obviously just, like, temporary for testing stuff out, but, like, I have, like, a storage chest you can use that, like, works and saves. I have a full saving and loading system. There's health, there's subtitles, there's cutscenes. I even have, like, code for, like, a randomizer built into it to randomize items and enemies and keys and stuff. But yeah, my model is untextured, has, like, maybe 10% of the animations I need out of it. Got, like, 2 enemies modeled so far. And both of those are very temporary. How long have I been working on this? Let's see. I have this written down somewhere. I mean, it's been over a year, but specifically... Oh yeah, we started that in October of 2023, but I've put this down for a while, so... I actually haven't been doing, like, any game dev in a hot minute, so I'm kind of inching my way back into it. Naturally with some tech problem that is... or not tech problem, some feature that is instantly, thrown me off here. Okay, so first and foremost, if not is active, return. Yeah, follow player, and we'll just have it. I guess I'll just use like look at for now. Whoa, it literally. Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh, right, I need to get the player. How do I get the player? Because the player is not a static object. Does player status have a reference to the player? There's no way. That can get the player position. Well, actually, you know what? That's all I really need. Though, to that end, not to just keep storing a ton of stuff in memory, but, you know. I've been doing that to me too, autofilling what I don't want it to. Yeah, it's, sometimes Rider's awesome, sometimes it's not so awesome. I'm kind of like... I like it about the same as, like, Visual Studio, but, like, it's... different things about it irk me than Visual Studio, the things that annoy me about Visual Studio. Like, it fixes some problems and creates some new ones. It's a nice IDE, though. I don't know. What am I doing? Oh, right, the player says. VS has the same crap. Yeah, I don't know. I don't hate VS Code, but, like, Oh wait, sorry, I don't know. You're talking regular Visual Studio. Oh yeah, no, Visual Studio does have that autofill now, doesn't it? I mean, I'm pretty sure you can turn all that off, though. If I'm not mistaken. Shoot. What is it called? Is it called Ready? Yes. See, there, it actually guessed what we wanted. Well, that's almost what we want, but not quite. And I don't think there's ever going to be an instance where this is going to be null, because player status is an auto load, so it's like one of that exists across the whole runtime of the game. Boom. Okay, yeah. Put that there. Bada bing. Player status dot get player position. All right. Now I need to break a pretty decent. Actually, wait. I should probably write down like what each camera goes to. Oh, actually, right. It's in the name, kind of. So yeah, camera 1 to camera 2. Alright, cool. There's no camera change in this room because there's only one camera, and... Ooh, shoot. That's right, though. I also need to think about how... Because I also need to activate the, like, initial camera as well when the room starts. I guess technically I kind of don't need to do that because... like, most rooms I have configured in a way where, like, you step over, like, a camera change, so it'll just trigger the event. Why C# not GDScript? I've seen most people use GDScript. So I don't know if this is true any longer, because, again, I've been working on this game for a hot minute here, but when I started this project, at least, the execution time of, like, the vast majority of the operations that this game engine does were just straight up faster in C#. So that was my main reason of going with C# over GDScript. That may no longer be the case. GDScript may have been optimized, but I'd have to convert my code over because I've already written a bunch. Also, part of it too is so this is like technically a sequel to a game I made in 60 hours as like a sort of self-imposed game jam like 5 years ago. God, it's been forever. Time flies. And that game was made in Unity, and I just kind of copy-pasted all the code as a starting point, and then I just like fixed the things that wouldn't compile, and then eventually the game was just... well, there were far less features in that version, or that game, compared to this one, but... that was our starting point. Obviously I had to change some things, but... the biggest hurdle was, like, I actually kind of love this about Godot, that, like, it's, like, one script per node. A couple things I had in the Unity version of this game, or the Unity predecessor to this game, had, like, a couple scripts, like, loaded up onto one object, and then, I don't know, it just gets messy. Okay, yeah, so now what we need to do in our camera change script, well, we need to do a lot of stuff, actually. So first and foremost, we gotta make all of these nodes actually into camera positions, which is relatively simple, but I was like, what's going on with that? Yeah, no, you can't, unless... yeah, no, they... oh, wait, what is extend script? Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that's still the case, though. It's definitely one of those things that, like, my initial, reaction to that when I started using Godot, I'm like, oh, that sucks, why did they do that? But, like, the more I use it, like, I don't know. It's not like a genius, amazing design choice, but I like think it makes sense and I kind of like it. I guess I could make another Boolean to just say, like, this is the only camera for, like, single camera rooms. And that way it'll just auto, like, initialize itself when that's the case. I would need to go, like, do some node retrieval nonsense, but that's fine. So I'm gonna put these all as camera positions first, and hopefully when I change the type of the parameter on the camera change script, it won't, like, completely destroy every scene that I have. But again, I just had this little prototyping playground area, so worst case, I just manually reassign all of them. There's not that many camera changes. This is good info for, like, future stuff. I should probably build it, too. Although it auto-picked up the parameter, which is pretty cool. The one thing that I have regrets for doing this all in C#, and again, it wouldn't be, like, incredibly hard to convert it to GDScript, but you can't build to, like, a browser build if you're using the mono Godot. I'm hoping one day that changes, but as of right now, it's no dice. How does this... Oh, they all have a reference to the camera. I mean, that's fine. I was gonna say, do I just, like, manually grab the camera on each of these? I do not. Okay. Moment of truth. I swear I just had the script open like 2 seconds ago. I'll just open it this way, whatever. Oh, maybe because I moved the folder it was in, it, like, closed it in the tabs. I don't know. Yeah, so instead of just a generic node 3D, we need this to be a camera position. And honestly, it's a little bit funky, but I think at that point we just have the camera position the camera. A crazy idea, I know. So we're gonna rip a little bit of logic out. We're not gonna rip it out. We're gonna move it over to this thing, and that'll be part of the activation process. What's up with this? Oh, right. That's the whole cutscene thing. I feel like this needs to be a little more nuanced, because, like, having stuff auto-update during cutscenes should be fine, too. I don't know. Oh, yeah, you know what I haven't checked on in a while? Mainly because I haven't been doing any game dev. I don't know if there's, like, an official, integration with fmod now or not, because you can get fmod working in a Godot project, but it's like you have to use a third-party plugin, which is fine, like, whatever. I mainly just want to use fmod some more because I want to get more familiar with, like, industry standard tools. I'm by no means trying to get, like, a professional game dev job, but, like, it's still, stuff's helpful when working in, like, a team setting, even for silly little indie projects like this. Fmod Godot. There we go. Sorry, I, like, completely lost my... I'm just rambling right now. Is it worth it to use fmod with Godot? Reddit thread. Okay, so I still see the plugin. Last updated, like, last month, like a week ago. That's pretty good. Or wait, no, 2 weeks ago. But yeah, it seems like probably... Pardon me. Took like one sip of this LaCroix and I'm burping like crazy. I mean, it seems like people aren't dissatisfied with this, like, third-party plugin, but there is a pretty unanimous sentiment that people would like a official, integration. Yeah, because there's some quirks with it. Okay, that makes sense. Again, that thread's like a year old, so... Oh, Fmod is a tool for... It's sort of like a, Hold on, let me just open it. I feel like that'd be the easiest way to explain Fmod. Fmod, like, is proprietary software for, like, setting up, like, the audio for your game. God, how do I, like, succinctly describe everything? Oh, I'm not, like, signed in and stuff. Oh, do I have a project that can, like, load easily? Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, right, we use it for Goon's Blast. I forgot about that. Boom. Yeah, so you can, like... It's just like an organization tool, but you can also do stuff like, you can throw effects in there easily. Again, these are all things you can do in most game engines, but, like, if you have an audio engineer, they might not know Unity, or they might know Unity but not Godot, but they're probably going to know Fmod if they have worked in a lot of games. So it's useful from that standpoint. I by no means am an audio engineer, even though on the one, like, real game I've released, I did do, like, way too much of the audio coding. For someone that is very unknowledgeable about audio configuration in general. My reference is my stream, which should be gooning now. No, just watch. Yeah, fun fact about my username. Completely predates, I know nothing about audio. Yeah, it's such a blind spot for me too. Like, I've learned stuff out of necessity, but, like, it's rough. This is a hand, not horror. But yeah. I don't know why I always, like, race to repeat myself. You know, honestly, it's just because Twitch made me change my username for a brief period of time until I appealed, which, weirdly, their automated system for once actually, like, responded to, like, feedback. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, you can have your name back. But, for clarification, I have never intended for my name to sound the way that it does. This is a really old username I used to use. What's up, Microtonal Matt? Yeah, exactly, right? Like, it's a good skill to have in your tool belt, even if you're just doing it at, like, a casual, or if you're doing game dev at a casual level, because if you happen to work with someone, they might, you know, be familiar with Fmod, and then you can just, you know, I don't know, whatever. Given that I'm mostly working on this project by myself, like, that's not really relevant here, but... Yeah, no, like the, like a henchman or whatever. Honestly, it just came from me playing Smash Bros. Melee, and, like, the nickname you can give yourself over your head. I just thought Goon was a funny word because it's got a funny mouthfeel to it. And ironically, I was never, like, a Game & Watch main, but I was more of an Ice Climber main, but, you know, it flows well. There's the history of Mr. Goon & Watch. What the hell was I doing? Oh yeah, okay, cool. Right, change the... Wait, what is this? Store camera position. Oh, right. How does this pop? This sucks, actually. This really sucks. Okay, this is actually gonna be a great reason to refactor stuff here, because ultimately we can, instead of storing this, just store the new script I made reference, and then I can just call, oh yeah, update it. Boom. Gonna watch Ice Climbers on my mains? Hell yeah. I mean, I played Mr. Game & Watch a lot. I don't know, it's a fun character. More of those games I watched. More of those Game & Watch galleries on the GBA than they deserved. I forget which one I had. I had one of them. I played that a lot. Fox is my third. Someone ban Epio. Get him out of here. Uh, so, okay, I don't really play Smash, like, at all anymore, but there's a tech conference I go to pretty much every year that inevitably has, like, a Smash tournament at night. And it usually starts, like, shortly after the bar opens, so I will just, like, start getting drunk and then, like, enter the Smash tournament. Usually make it, like, 1 or 2 rounds and then get eliminated, which is actually, yeah, no, that every year that has happened, more or less. I don't think I've ever been eliminated the first round. Well, I mean, it's double elimination, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, I've advanced at least one bracket. But last year when I was playing, like, I was definitely buzzing a little bit at this point. It was like my 3rd match, and the guy I was playing as was really, really good. But I picked Ice Climbers, and like he thought I was like mocking him by picking Ice Climbers, not because he thought Ice Climbers was like a bad character, but he's like the way I was playing with them. He's like, why are you playing this? Are you like sandbagging yourself? Also, I just realized something. Okay, good. I forgot if I actually turned on the screen share, but I feel like people would have said something by now if that wasn't the case. Chat, I'm too sleepy. What's going on today? Also, hello, Epi, how are you doing? And hello, Microtunnel Matt, if I didn't say hello earlier. Okay, back to this. Pretend says go on and watch. True. Okay, there's a slight problem with this. Okay, what do I freaking do with this thing, though? Is that the Star Spangled Banner, but in PS1 sound font? Could really prefer not to rely on the camera being named a specific thing. Yeah. I mean, this should more or less work. Okay, so instead of this, we want to have... what the hell is this game that this music is from? This is from Final Fantasy VI. Wait, yeah. I guess that is on PlayStation. I just remember something. Isn't Chrono Trigger on PlayStation? Does it have, like, horrible... I guess that same question to Final Fantasy VI. Does it have, like, horrible load times in it? Does anyone know? Has anyone played that version of the game? Not Vector 3. I need a camera position. Yep. I mean, I feel like how could it not, but... We're about to break a bunch of shit, chat. Actually, you know what? Just delete these, because I'm not going to use them. And then the compile... I cannot speak tonight. Compilation errors will point me in the right direction. Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, right, it's not a... At that point, we don't even need to make the positioning info public variables on this class, because if it all handles itself internally by taking this reference to the camera, then we're good. Yeah, I kind of hate this because, like, this... Since I'm using, like, a retrieve by route, it needs the camera to be called this. As you could imagine, that's not the most stable way to manage your game. but I don't have a better idea right now, so it's gonna stay that way until I do. That is not what I tried to null out, or not what I meant to null out. Huh. Still have compilation errors, that makes sense. Yes, and then instead of that, we need to pass this. Oh god, I hope it doesn't call this anywhere else. Wait, why did I call this player camera position? Oh, because I had the other one already called stored camera position. I mean, I guess that name works. It's just I need to change the typing. I don't even know. This was for debugging, but now that I'm changing it, I'm just gonna get rid of it because it works. Well, I mean, it probably won't work on first attempt here, but... Oh, right. It says there's always false positives with the usage matching. Cool. That's not what it's called. What the hell? Oh, right. There's no underscore. So basically I just need this function to also do this. Ooh. You know what I have the strangest urge to do that I haven't done since I was in college? Mess around with some functional programming languages. Like, I don't even have a specific thing I would use it for. It's just going through my brain right now. I mean, I just take this, and then that's that thing, I hope. Yeah, at that point... No, it needs the reference, right. That's how you play both of them? Oh no. Hey, birthday tomorrow if you're not on stream? Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I think, I have some plans, but I also am not going to be busy all day, so I might sneak a stream in. I don't know what we'll be doing. Also, we finished Gex 3 last night. Our next N64 game is going to be Namco Museum something. I didn't update the command. Hold on. I always forget to do that. N64. Nope, I did update the command. Never mind. One step ahead of myself. Is the PlayStation command correct? Oh, shoot. Nope, I almost messed that up. Yes it is. Threads of Fate, which is actually the next retro game we're playing, because I'm swapping between N64 and PS1 each time we finish one. But is the point-and-click thing updated? It is. Alright. X3 felt quick. I kind of blazed through that game. It took us like 10 hours total to 100%. Or maybe like 12 hours? I don't know. Somewhere thereabouts. I did also play it twice yesterday. Let's see, how long was Gex 3? 12 hours, 31 minutes, and 46 seconds. as opposed to Gex 64 Under the Gecko, which was 10 hours, 48 minutes, and 50 seconds. 4 hours of those on the pirate ship, you're not wrong. That level absolutely destroyed me. The final, okay, the second final level really got me too, which I guess that's like supposed to be the final level, but I had to play the level My 3 Goons last. Like, why? How could I not? The final level was really hard, but like, I don't know, I locked in and we just did it. But the one where you're in the superhero city is like actually ridiculous. GitHub. I wanted to check something really quick. Player status. Okay, yeah, so it's just doing the same thing of setting position and rotation. And, this is going to complicate some things. So the one thing, I guess we could store this information on the, I need a better way to, like, deactivate whatever the previous camera was when we activate a new one. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Like, there's the shotgun approach where I just ping all of them anytime one of them gets activated. But that seems not great. Alternatively, I could, like, keep which camera was active on the player status, but that gets messy when you leave a scene. It's gonna cause, like, runtime errors. Because the player status always, like, carries over, so if it's referencing something that is no longer active. Where's that player status script? There it is. It's yelling at me still. I'm just dragging this over here, or I'm not. Come on, Ryder. You can do it. It's gotta be like a command to, like, move this over, right? So, Chad, I popped open LeetCode to try to keep my interview coding skills sharp. And some of the test cases that site throws at you are complete fucking bullshit. There's like a runtime limit on some of them, and then they throw like these like ridiculously long like strings at you. With no mention in the problem definition of like what complexity it needs to run at. I'm just a salty bitch, but still. Why is this not working? Oh, I gotta do instance dot, right. don't know why I have that breakpoint there. Okay. So this works all well and fine. See, at this point, it's almost like I need to broker everything through the player status. Even this activation here. Also, now that I just have one line here, we can do that. I guess that's for the best. It's kind of weird that like I'm just having the player status manage all of this, because this is about the camera. It has nothing to do with the player. I don't have like a good place to store this information otherwise. So that's gonna be mostly just a mostly just a pass through with this. But and then we have this call itself. Oh, this is static. Can't even do this. If instance is null, return instance dot current camera, which doesn't exist yet. That's fine. No, wait. That save that for after this. Actually, instance dot current camera position dot deactivate. If instance dot current camera position, you know, honestly, it's a lot of instance calls. I should just like, I don't want to make like another method. It's unnecessary. It's not equal null and instance dot current camera position dot is loaded. I don't know what the hell. I'm gonna put 3Ds there because I don't know what the method's called. And if there happens to be something called is loaded, it might not be what I'm looking for. Well, congrats. I replaced 2 structs with 2 object references, I guess. Cool. Camera position. No. I want to use a different name for that too. I don't know. This position implies like position. It's really more than that. Oh, and yeah, I want to take this and instead just call ourselves here. Stored camera position. What the fuck? It had the right thing and then it just didn't put the right thing there. Let's just hit enter instead of tab. Now, to be fair, while this is jank and a little... Actually, this makes it worse, kind of, because it could create some, like, hard to view, or hard to see bugs. Um, this is just for like an edge case of like when the player walks across a camera trigger in a cutscene. This is like storing each of these. Well, not each of them. Like it's not a list, but it stores whatever the most recent one is because that's all that's relevant. So that when the cutscene ends, it can snap to whatever the new like camera should be. This is connected. No. Is node ready? Well, probably that. The description of that matches what I'm looking for, but inside the scene tree and all of it. Okay, yeah, so that should be false when yeah, okay. Cool. That should be false when it unloads the object as well, I think. Hopefully. That should save us from some runtime errors. Cool, that works for me. This has a problem, though. Oh, right, I gotta give it the objects. Target position, target camera. Well, I could pass the camera along here and then it would, like, not need to look it up. It's kind of funky, though. Got enough random things being stored. Spare the player's RAM a bit. Of course, that's more compute, because you have to then look up the object. Again, this is just for, like, this very specific use case, so I don't know. I guess it's fine that the logic's a little jank. Alright, how broken did I make everything? Whoa. We're not even, like, testing the feature I added yet, because it's not in there. Or I didn't set any of the cameras to do that. Okay, I'm not gonna... Something broke, although I don't see any errors. I had to skip the cutscene, but when I did, it did correctly change the camera, so that's good. There's an error. Oh, okay. Not access a disposed object. Yeah, that's what I was trying to prevent. It makes sense. Wait, does this make sense? Hold on, can I... I have to, like, kill the scene, don't I? I mean, I know where that's happening. Yeah, even calling isNodeReady is, too much. Just dispose is the word. Is there a way? It didn't trigger until we got to the other room because there were no camera changes in the first room, so there wasn't anything to carry over. Godot, check if node disposed. Not the AI summary. Forgot to type minus AI. They use try DQ. But I don't want to DQ it, though. Oh, there's is instance valid. Okay, that might be better. What? Ah. It doesn't exist. Oh, I have to call object dot is instance valid. Probably start with that one, I guess. Or we do anything else? Oh, you know what? Actually, maybe I shouldn't start with that, because if it's null, it's null. Not bitwise and... might work? I don't know. I don't know what happened to the cutscene. We should definitely fix that, because that was not a problem previously. Oh my gosh. The raid. What's going on, Big Boy Games Official? I don't know why I said your full username like that. It's going pretty well. Getting into the swing of things once again. Hope your stream went well. Right now, I am revamping how my camera change logic works. And I guess it's not going horribly. I'm derailing myself a lot, but that's pretty par for the course here. Okay, good. Yes. Awesome. So things at least work again. What I want to do is have a camera that like swivels a little bit. Working on Lured today. Nice. Oh wow! Congrats, dang. I get my button gear. I've been I mean, I've been taking a long hiatus from this game in general, but probably doesn't look too different from the last time you've seen this. Okay, so we're gonna take this camera spot and have it follow the player. So now this room should have the second camera track the player, but not the first one. I don't know, we'll see. Yes, alright. I don't want it to just like fully track though. So okay, this is part one, and I'm not gonna be able to just use look at, unfortunately. We're gonna need to do some angular math here. Does this work get done? Got a horror game to be revisiting soon? Nice, yeah. My like philosophy towards this project has changed a lot. I mean, honestly, this isn't too bad. This is pretty good. The problem is, I guess, you know, if I just make the camera change at the right spots, and then it stops following them, perfect. I think we can get away with like just doing this, maybe just have it full look at. I don't need to introduce like weird boundaries and custom math. I don't know what's happening. I mean, I do know what's happening over here. I overlaid two objects that don't fit like that. But yeah, shockingly, as a horror fan in general, I've been playing more horror stuff, and we actually just finished a game last night called Sorry We're Closed. And to be fair, that's not the first thing that's like kind of changed my mind a bit on how I want to orchestrate this game, but it definitely was like a kick in the pants of like, yeah, no, I shouldn't make this like just straight up like old school survival horror. Certainly worth modernizing some things. Okay, I don't know why the cutscene's not ending on its own now. I have no idea how that would have broken, especially because it, like, if I hit skip, it works. So it's not even like, it's not like the whole game is frozen or something, or like it's stuck in a loop or whatever. Honestly, I think I might just leave that checkbox as is and just have it, like, directly follow the player's movement. It is a little weird to see the camera get, like, so smooth after it's, like, stuck in place, but, again, with enough level design around that problem, I think we can fix it that way. Load times are getting longer, which is weird. I missed, I think. I don't even know. Oh yeah, I changed them so they aggro if you hit them, right? Let me see here. Yeah. Hooray. I really need to model something instead of just that cube. Oh yeah, I forgot we have the bend down and pick up animation. Still missing quite a few, but... Alright, cool. Yeah, you know, I think, honestly... I think we just leave it like that, but also I'm gonna make this camera, follow the player as well. Also, I'm pretty sure I can just run the current scene in any level. Yeah, okay, cool. I mean, obviously I don't have the weapons now, but whatever. Yeah, it works just fine. I wonder what difficulty it... Oh yeah, it's gonna pick normal if you don't pick... Or like if it doesn't load anything. That's my defaults. Yeah, you know, I guess I was overcomplicating the problem. That seems to work pretty well. And that can help too with like level or rooms that have like really tight corners. I don't need to like chop, 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 go around like 3 different camera angles just for the sake of honestly, I'm starting to wonder. Also, this is broken. Oh no, it's not broken. That's intentional. Well, actually, I don't. Maybe it's not. I thought I put a second cutscene in there that only triggers once you get the key to the door over here, but I'm not sure. Wahoo! Look at that. Oh, yeah, part of the reason why I've been paused on this for so long, like, I got some of my friends, like, interested in joining this project, but then, like, they did help out. It's why we have, like, this guy instead of the other, like public domain asset we were using instead. But then all of them decided to start taking, like, or basically they all went off to study film in college, so more power to them. Very happy that they're, you know, pursuing higher education. But all the stuff that I offloaded because I like suck at like modeling and stuff, it just came to a screeching halt, and then I'm like, shuffling the furniture around, doing more stuff in the back end, because that's, you know, mostly where my coding expertise is, and can only get so far with that. I do need to actually work on the story for this game. We have like an outline of a story for the game, but I could probably like refine it a little bit more. I wish I had like any drawing capabilities, because I could draw out like concept art for stuff too, but as it stands. If you want to see what I'm capable of drawing-wise, my emotes are right there in the in the Twitch. Do I really only have like 6 emotes? I need to draw more of those. Alright. Oh, you know what we could do? I said I was going to do this the last time we worked on this game, and then I just never got around to it. We should wire up the health bar. Because we have this health bar with status and color and everything, but then it just doesn't do anything. I think the way we'll want to treat that is probably just different textures. And then, I don't know. For now, we'll use flat colors, but we can update that. Also, it wouldn't hurt to like actually make a real UI at some point instead of this. I'm actually pretty happy what we have for the map right now. Ooh, maybe I should make the current area text like hang at the top no matter where you scroll around to. Oh god, everything's borked now. Wait, what happened? Okay, I know that the menus, I don't even know why, but the menu is just broken in this scene. Something about the way I put the scene together is like busted, and every other scene I've made past it I can't recreate that bug. Don't know what happened there with the cutscene that I like skipped but didn't skip. Oh, this actually works now, right? Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. That's not what I'm looking for. I guess we'll go ahead and commit the stuff we just added in here. I actually really like the way a lot of this changed, except for the fact that it's all piping through the player status method now, or the player status class now. It's not the worst place in the world to have that, but it does kind of suck. And I think I even said that when I was adding like this logic for like not messing with the camera during cutscenes. We do need to fix what's going on with the cutscenes. Oh, that's gonna look like a whole deleted file. That's unfortunate. Well, whatever. Oh, that probably messes with all the scenes too, doesn't it? Actually, it might not. I'll just go ahead and check in all the scenes anyway. Okay, this is just the animation nonsense. I need to go revamp all the animation logic too. Revamp, or well, I guess, yeah, no. Rework, camera change logic to use new data object for moving the camera, also with follow player setting. Also added I'm gonna run out of characters very soon. Item boxes in some rooms. Pushing that to main. I don't care that I broke the cutscene logic, chat. We probably should figure that out, though. Alright, I don't know if I have enough debug info getting printed to the console to, like, just figure this out as is, but I'm gonna try. So... Yeah, that's not working. Wait, it went away. Oh shit. No, hold on. Maybe that is actually just working as intended. Why did I click off of that? So the subtitles eventually go away, but the cutscene has not ended because you can see the vignette still there. What on earth is going on with that? So we don't really have anything getting printed to the console, but if I go to the cutscene manager, I believe I have a bunch of commented out debug things. Okay, well we have the cutscene has ended when it ends, but it hasn't ended yet. Hey, I forgot, we can even play FMVs in our cutscenes. Not that I have any, but... That's not true, actually. It's not checked into the repo, but... we tested it. I downloaded the YouTube video, How to Face Your Fears, and then replayed that like 10 million times while testing that feature. So, process subtitle timing. Oh, right, for the subtitles. That's not exactly what I need. Let me double check what the cutscene instructions are for this scene here, but... I'm the wrong yeah. Nope, that's not it either. So, cutscene trigger on scene loaded. Did it lose its ID? No. Hmm. So, end when movement ends. Was the player just not arriving there? I guess that must be the case. All this other stuff is working, so... Oh god. I forgot the way I did subtitles. That is not the best, but... it will work. It's gonna be really annoying to add subtitles to every cutscene. I should probably... I don't know. Just having one global, like, subtitle track for the cutscene would be probably the most ideal. Is it because the Y is set to not 0? Ah, heck. That command doesn't work. This one should work, though. Huh. I thought I had an alias for that. Whatever, anyway. How's it going, all talk, no game? I'm gonna fix that real quick. That's in my stream title. Alias of Gmod. Boom. Alright, there. Now both should work. Thanks for the good luck. I'm gonna try moving the Y. I guess it would make sense because, if the player doesn't... Well, I don't know. Maybe I should just ignore the Y in the end when movement ends calculation. Reach destination. Oh, gosh. Move towards position. And this returns something. Oh, right. That's, yeah, because it is comparing the two vectors. God, that sucks. I don't want to make a new vector, but... We could do that. Or we could even just, oh, this is directly checking the position. Ugh. It's interesting that it doesn't, like, I don't know why... Is current speed like a... No, it's just a float. I genuinely don't know why the player isn't, like, lifting off the ground. I guess maybe gravity is just counteracting them. Because this has, like, no consideration of, like, not, you know, moving in unrealistic directions. It just goes towards whatever point you tell it to go towards. I do feel like this is like a silly little, like, gotcha, and I should probably get rid of it in code so that, like, I don't need to worry about having, like, a slightly different, Y position or whatever. I don't know how this wasn't a problem previously, though. Because, like, our cutscenes were working. It's not like this logic has changed since I created the cutscene logic. The thing is, if I want, I can't, like, change this without, like, actually moving the player, because this is, like, their actual position. So I would need to create another vector anyway. And then I guess at that point, I could create, hey, you know what? Let's just do it that way. It's gonna be constantly doing this, though. It's kind of... I don't know. That'll work. Okay. Box 2! Damn it! Damn it. I guess I can just do this. Make this a vector 3 anyway. And then just zero out the y. And then it should all work the same. Except I don't want to use... Yeah. Replace this with that, and replace position with, position XZ. Looks like that's the only place that's referenced. And now, the other thing, like, this also will break the, I mean, it's easy to replace if I want to, like, go back the other way. This will break anything, like, moving vertically, but I think that's already kind of broken anyway, because gravity seems to be working. Okay. Fingers crossed. It's not triggering. What the heck? Why does he just stop there? Alright, time to debug some stuff, I guess. I can spell. This is gonna be temporary anyway, but, almost got me exactly what I was looking for. Plus a couple of random spaces for funsies. This single LaCroix that I have drank has just destroyed me. Can't stop burping. Yeah, it's still going. Yeah, reach position is false. I could probably turn that off now. It's trying to move, so that's something. It's jiggling between two positions. Maybe I just don't have it like, or I have it like overly yeah, honestly, maybe anything under 0.1? I don't know. I'm curious what the numbers look like if I revert all of this. Which I think I just need to do by doing this. I gotta do a couple of things, dang it. I think I'm ultimately going to keep what I've got here, so I'm not gonna just hit undo a bunch of times. But I will do that after all this. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. It's like slightly over 0.01. Honestly, if I even did like less than or equal to 0.02, that would break us out of whatever's happening here. I'm guessing it's like over-correcting its position, so it's probably like very like silently jiggling in place over there. You can't see because the camera's too far away. What do the numbers look like? Yeah, I mean, honestly, 0.02 should be plenty. But maybe just 0.05 as like a safety measure. In case it's like gonna burn us later. But out of curiosity, right? So the player... I mean, it looks like it has moved their Y position, weirdly enough. But that's not even the target. Why does it do that? What? Oh, yes, it is. 0.495. I feel like it shouldn't do that, though. I think I need to put back what I had previously, so I will undo this again. Oh, no, leave that there. I mean, don't leave that there, but leave that there for whenever this inevitably breaks again. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked I just put that inline. Usually I put like a constant or something somewhere when I'm like, I want to tune this. Hey, we can close Fmod. Not that it really matters one way or the other. Alright. Surely this will work now. Hey, it worked! Alright, well... The other thing too, okay, this is unrelated to what we were just working on because it's a totally different code path, but for whatever reason the skip cutscene button was also being janky as hell. Well, that's interesting. So this is the pause button also. Cool, okay. So you can still skip while paused. Alright, I'm gonna like mash skip because I think it breaks when you skip right away. Although maybe it doesn't anymore. I don't know. But yeah, I haven't checked if the controller support's still working. I don't know why it wouldn't be, but we did upgrade the version today, so would behoove us to do so. Oh my god. Off of me. Looks like it's working. I mean, ignore that. That's just this. I don't know what is wrong with this scene, but it breaks the menu in a way that no other scene does. Not that the menu looks amazing anyway, but you know. I'm really happy with this map system. I know I yap about that all the fucking time when I'm playing random indie horror games. I'm like, oh god, I wish this had a map. I mean, it's very basic, but I kind of want it very basic. I mean, it's basic, but it also does give a lot of info, because as you can see, it shows, like... Not only does it show, like, what room you're in with the glow, you got whether a room is cleared, like the green, or uncleared, like this one. It doesn't mark objects when you, like, see them, but I don't think I'm gonna add that. That's, like... That's too advanced. I just hit the share button for some... Oh, shit, I can't... Wait, can I go to it? I can! It shows locked doors. Anyway. Just yapping about my Silly little features here. Okay, cool. Fixed, I guess. Nope. Looks sick, thanks. I guess I'll just write that down as fixed. Rounding error. Error with cutscene. Move towards position logic. I mean, ultimately, I could fix all of those. Like, even the moving commands, I can just set it to timer mode, end after time, and then just set a timer. And that fixes it, but... Cool. Well, heck, I thought we'd be spending more time on that camera thing, but I'm kind of just satisfied with just calling look at and calling it a day. Like, it does what I want it to. The cool thing is we can even toggle that with like logic if we wanted to like have it like freeze at a certain point, like turn that boolean off, and then it would just instantly freeze wherever it's at. Yeah. What else can we do right now? Like, there's a million and one things I need to do with this game right now. Oh, right, we're gonna wire up the health bar. I think we will do that, actually. I committed my code, so we'll do that in a minute. I'm gonna get up and take a break, chat, and then we will get the health bar properly wired up. Burb. with iced tea. Not just any iced tea, though. Decaffeinated iced tea. Alright. Did not mean to pop the hoodie up like that. Let us wire up this gosh darn, did the music stop? I think this person's music got... I think that was just the end of the track. I came back at a weird time. Right. Okay, so that is going to be... We kind of have a script for this already. God. It's not the cutscene UI, it's not the save theme or save game UI, it's not the item box UI. Player inventory UI. I guess I didn't need to go into the subscene here, but whatever. I forgot about that. Wait, did we make that work? I feel like we maybe did, actually. The item viewer. I know I'm getting derailed here, but... Pardon me. Worst room to check that. Yes! Doesn't load the right model, but... I don't think I have a handgun, like, actual 3D model yet. Anyway. Inventory. Inventory status UI. Spooky music. I'd kind of... I mean, I guess we can start with just using the color rect, because we can just change the color of the color rect easily. Yeah. That will need to change types at some point. This will still be a label regardless, so... Does... I can't remember if the game pauses or not. I don't think the game does pause when you have the menu open. I guess I can have it, like, push an event forward. Oh, I guess I could do that anytime the player takes damage? Well, you need to also do it when they heal. That gets messy. How do I usually communicate stuff to the UI layer? No, okay, yeah, it's when you toggle stuff on it, usually just grabs stuff. Do I have a copy of the player status in here? Shockingly, no. It's like the one class that doesn't have that in here, but it will in a second. Oh, this is actually fully wired up and can load models dynamically. That's cool. It's just I don't have a model for a gun right now, so the gun, or probably everything, just loads the T-posing player. I'm actually really... Inventory status UI is what we're calling, huh? That's this, right? Yeah. Kind of shocked that's not like a separate script that's handling all that. It's fine and all, it's just surprising. Okay, so we actually call this thing, it looks like. This also shouldn't be called toggle on, because this is toggling the exam, or the examination thing on. Okay, so player inventory has a reference to status UI. Now I can't remember if the player has a reference to their own health or if that's just in player status. The unfortunate thing is we can't have a reference to the UI in the player status. What happens when we take damage? Oh, that's interesting. Attack player. Hit player. Yeah, it's all in the player status. This is tricky. Okay, so anytime we do add health, okay, that's cool. Oh my gosh, another raid. Thank you for the raid, Dobbs Works. What's going on, everybody? Hope your stream went well. Welcome on in, Short Fused. How's it going, Dobbs Works? And who is Doku? So yeah, we are working on our survival horror game, which I forgot some of the features. It's been so long since I last worked on this that I kind of forgot some of the features we have in it. TV poop poop, yeah. It's my example text. And right now, I'm trying to make this little health indicator thing actually update when you take damage or heal or whatever else. And I'm currently debating how I want to do this because much of the stuff that manages this UI, the player object has references to the UI and it'll just like call it as stuff happens, but the player object itself is actually not in charge of keeping track of its health. I have this other object called player status, and if I look at the screen here, if I go do this, you can see that that's actually an auto load that's outside of even like the scene. So like the player's down here, but these are like things that just exist from the start of runtime for the entire duration of the game running. I don't know what I'm doing with UI references. That's the thing, right? Like, it's crazy. Like, you want to keep things in their own layer, but it's always it's a difficult threshold to cross in gaming for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way that I write games. It's always a pain in the neck. But anyway, I'm just kind of mulling over how we want to manage that. One thing we can do, and actually I don't, this is just some like dumb troll logic I set up, so maybe like ultimately I should just make it work like a normal game. But I think the game is still running even though I have the menu open right now. If I didn't, I could just go query the status object when this opens to update the status, because it's not going to change while it's opened. Oh, I guess it would change it while it's open, because if you use a healing item, then it would update. But at that point, we would know, because that's all in the UI code, and it can call back into itself. Clean code is for work hours, Wild West is for 5 PM. True. Oh, right, they'd still bite you if you just stand by them. They don't aggro, though, weirdly. Like, if you touch this enemy, like... I don't know if we're going to keep this AI, but this is effectively like a Resident Evil liquor. It does not chase you, it can't see you until you make noise. So if I were to shoot or run, it would be like on me in a second here. Like that. And then it stays aggroed for a couple seconds, but then it de-aggroes and starts wandering again. And then likewise I can just shoot. Or maybe I can shoot. There we go. That's weird. And actually, he goes to whatever the space you shot at is, and we're dead. That's gonna be a good save file for testing all this. Oh, I don't have a healing item yet, do I? Shoot. Honestly, the game might pause when the menu's open. I thought for some reason I had it like Dark Souls style, where it keeps running when you have the menu open, just because some random meme shit I can do. Yeah, you know what? I think instead of having this like event chain, we're just gonna do it this way. We're gonna have is it player inventory UI is what I want. God, I'm just gonna go find it in the browser. Actually, I could just do this. Inventory status UI. I wasn't even close. So not on ready. Toggle on is like the most confusing. Oh, wait, this literally just manages the model viewer. Why? I guess because player inventory manages everything else? That doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. Yeah, wait, no, because this is... Where does that even live? Where's... I would think that this is the thing that has player inventory on it, but it's not. It's inventory status UI. Header? Status screen header? No, this isn't even part of it. This is like the... Weirdly, like, this status screen is like 3 different status screens, because you can swap between like the notes that you found in the game, the map for the current area. So I wonder how much better my life would be if I decided to go with C# for Godot. What was I thinking? I mean, it's not all sunshine over here, I can tell you that. I've only had like one real problem so far of, like, we have, oh God, what? I don't even remember what it is. I think it's like an array of structs. It does work in GDScript, but like I can't give it the proper like type hint in C#, so I had to like work around that. I don't even remember what I was using that for, so I can't go find it right now. I've been on a long hiatus for this project, and honestly just game dev in general. So I'm sort of dusting off some cobwebs tonight, but we got some stuff done. I fixed a bug with my cutscene logic, and I made it so the cameras don't have to be static. GDScript hates typed arrays in my experience. Yeah, I mean, I had to like give it like a hint, but it at least worked, whereas like with C# I couldn't get it to like it wouldn't show correctly in the like parameters up here. Yeah, I was talking about, someone asked me earlier why I chose C# instead of GDScript, since a lot of people seem to use GDScript, and literally by Well, okay. Honestly, the larger motivator is kind of dumb. So I always say, oh, I did it because like I was reading about it and like at the time at least, and I think this is still true, but I don't know for certain. Like almost every single operation, except for like a few rarely used ones, runs faster against C# written script versus GD script. Uh, so I was like, all right, yeah, fuck yeah, give me the more optimized thing. But the actual closer to the truth answer is that like this is a sequel from a game I made in Unity, and I kind of just copy pasted almost all of the code into this project when I started it, and then just changed the types and other like syntaxing things until stuff worked. Surprisingly, not as long of a process as you might imagine. Because surely the integrated language is the most straightforward. I mean, you would think. You would think that the script that they made for this game engine is the optimal way to interact with it. And yet here we are. Yeah, I'm also aware that in that hierarchy, if you're writing like just raw C++, it's going to be even more efficient, but like, I don't know that it's really practical to use C++ for anything other than like extensions or tooling, like meta tooling for Godot itself, rather than like your game. At least that was like what it looked like when I took a peek at it. Also, I have not written C++ in like maybe not a decade, but close to it. God, in college, I was like, oh, I'm gonna use C++ because I was just not forced to, but I was using Java all the way through high school, and that's the weak not the weak language. I don't know, the shitty unoptimized language. And then I wrote a I was working on a ray tracer for a CG course that I took, and I blue screened my like laptop. And try to get good at C++ again sometime, or clicked with me for some reason. It's definitely a lot more prickly than something like C# or honestly most like modern languages people use. I mean, people still use C++. It's not like it's going anywhere. I've tried like, okay, Rust is the like one I cannot get my head around. I've tried to learn Rust like 6 different times, and I just part of it is like I don't like have a project in mind of like what I would make with Rust, but it seems really cool. You get into some like hyper optimized shit. I made C# and JavaScript. Yeah, likewise. Hello, fellow web dev. Yay, web dev. I had an internship where I worked on some embedded system stuff, and it was pretty cool. It's the only time I've ever used shaders in like a professional setting, and I learned it in like in a college course that I took. I think it might have even been the same CG course. I took a couple computer graphics courses because I was fascinated by just all that stuff. And I'm like, wow, I didn't think I would ever use this like in anything other than like a game, obviously, but. And now all my shader knowledge has leaked out of my brain. And I don't know how to use any shading languages. Chad, I forgot what the hell I was doing. Oh yeah, right. We want to do something when the menu opens. Another raid! Static Haze! Dude, the raids. Just getting raided. How's it going, Static Haze? How was your stream? We're coding. And I'm currently lost in thought, rambling about college internships that I took like 10 years ago. Literally 10, actually more than that. Oh god. Done with some racing in RuneScape. Nice. Hope it was fun. Still playing RuneScape, but chilling out. I get that. Thus is the nature of RuneScape. So what we're doing right now is we're trying to wire up this thing so that we can change the status as the player's health changes. We could literally just do it on a timer, but that's really stupid. Like just have it like count ticks and then at a certain processing tick just reset it. I mean, we already have a process loop, so... Oh, right, I switched over to this thing. Okay, yeah. This actually... Give me these elements. Again, I kind of hate my naming convention, because almost every other script that, like, mainly manages UI things has UI at the end of it. And we have a player inventory UI class, but it's literally just there for managing when you inspect an object and rotate it. It does all that logic, but I really need to rename that. Also not even sure which component the player inventory is on. Oh, right. It's not on the menu prefab. It's actually like a layer up because it needs access to the player's like data. Ah, that's why I did that. Okay. It's kind of gross, honestly, but whatever. We're gonna roll with it. Right on. Have a good night. Dobbs works. Have a goon night, even. Thanks to the good luck. I think once we get this wired up, I might tap out. I'm running out of things to do. I mean, there's like there's a million things I need to do for the game, but like, running out of steam. There we go. And also, most of the things I need to do are like loftier and more higher effort. What are we gonna call this? We're gonna call this player health bar UI. I don't even know long term if I want to have the like have the health spelled out. I mean, we can do it, but hey, good evening, Ryan K. Hawkins. How are you doing? I don't know why I'm reading everybody's username out in full tonight. Okay, now, yeah, okay, we have on open menu, so that works. We can just put it in here. Honestly, I could just have like a refresh health UI. And then somewhere in here is the use item logic. Ah, no, but that, I don't know what it does. Like, that all gets shipped off to the corresponding item. Yeah, okay, so when confirm gets pressed, do action. Yeah, do action is what I'm looking for. Use item. Right, there's this whole rigmarole. Ugh. I mean, I could just blindly do it every time you use an item. Just, you know, that's really dumb, but I love it. I don't need to put a bunch of other, like, checks in place. Oops. I don't think that's what I called it over there, did I? No, I did. Okay, cool. What does used item mean? Oh, right. Yeah, okay. I mean, I can just always call that, regardless of whether or not they use the item, I guess. I don't know why I'm calling this every time. Like, all of that should maybe be in this if statement here. But I also know that I've had a bunch of glitches with the menu, and I don't want to reintroduce things I've already fixed, so I'm gonna just leave it as is. I don't really need to... Oh, God. Oh my goodness. Oh, right. That's my jank way of, like, when you inspect a door, if you happen to have the key for that door in your inventory, it just does this. Oh, we need to introduce two different constant arrays, I think, for this. Player HP is going to be player status dot get sure health. Probably shouldn't be like calling that every time we refresh this, but like it's pretty much just a pass through of a static object, so it's not like. But it is another like stack call, so it's kind of. It's the trade-off. If I put it in a variable, then you know. Oh wait, actually wait. Player status might be in here already. I'm gonna do the dumbest thing ever because my classes are way too big. This isn't even right. I need to do, there's... Where is it? There's like an enum in here. Good lord. So I would say maybe I didn't implement it, but like we had this already in the first Goon's House of Doom. Unless I deleted it. Alright, I'm gonna find it this way. Game constants. Am I losing my mind? Huh. I guess so. Yeah, I guess I don't have an enum for, like, what status the player is in. Okay, well, we'll create one then. Public enum health status. Healthy. Healthy dead. Thank you, autocomplete. There's no, I don't need dead. We'll just have 3 statuses for now. Public static dictionary, health status, color. Shoot, wait, is it, this is the, yeah, I think that's the right struct. Hopefully, anyway. Yeah. Health, status, colors. Honestly, this is going to be something I won't need in the long run because we'll just swap to textures, but I guess this will become a dictionary of strings then to like reference which texture to load. Wait. Oh. Color 8. Oh, right. I'll have to pick proper colors at some point, but... why is that not happy? No. Oh. Wait, what? That's not what it needs. Did I have to put the alpha there? I can't remember. No. Wait, yes. No. Okay. Red, I didn't put it there. That's confusing. Oh, right, it's only there for clear because clear is clear. It doesn't like that either. What the heck, man? Is it because it's using, like... Okay, no. Oh, it's literally... Okay, never mind. There we go. Close enough. Okay, we're putting another one in there, chat. And I would just make this more red if I wanted an orange. I don't think that's gonna look exactly how I want it to, but it'll get us where we need to go for now. So I don't even need to do this. What I need to do instead is shoot. You know, honestly, I don't need to just call it this. We don't need to change names. I guess I should go define that first before getting too ahead of myself here. No, my, methods are not arranged in any consistent form here. I'm also very inconsistent as to when I, like, have static calls versus, non-static calls. This health is an integer, isn't it? Oh, right. If instance is null. I guess we'll just default to healthy. It should never be null, but whatever. Instance health. Oh no, it's double. Oh right, yeah, because it can be imprecise. Max health is never going to be 0. So I don't need to check that. That's not what I'm looking for. Let's see, if you're greater than, we'll say 70%, you're healthy. Cool, thank you, autocomplete, that's exactly... Usually I hate having a ton of, like, ifs here, but... Otherwise, if you're greater than 50%, return healthy again. No. Now, you know what? That's... Alright. Bumping you up to 80%, and I'm bumping you up to 60%. Boom. Alright. Those are just arbitrary numbers that I will inevitably need to tune, but whatever. It's fine. Back over here, we'll have that. Oh, and we need one more constant in the game constants folder. Another dictionary. Love just having these giant-ass dictionaries in here. Health status display strings. Whatever, that'll work for now. Thank you, autocomplete. Log print. There's an overload of this, oh my god, that lets you set what severity level, right? I'm losing my mind. No, those are for params. Bleh. I'll just print it as an error, whatever. Unable to set player health bar UI. UI container is missing, or status has no value in consts. It's more of just a safety check type thing. Game constants dot health display labels dot contains key player's health status, and player health label does not equal null. Player health label dot text equals. This is the autocomplete was on a roll for like a couple minutes there, and then it just immediately stopped being helpful. Send him to steal this message again. Okay. Boom. A lot of safety checks there, but this should... Yeah, we got that in both spots. Honestly, this might just work. I do need to do one little thing first. First off, we need to rebuild. Although, it seems like at some point, Godot is now, like, pre-compiling the C# scripts. It used to be I had to build to have any change show up over here, and it gave me a little warning about that, but it did also just, like, propagate our properties that we added earlier. Okay, we don't want to be on the status screen prefab. We want to be... I guess we'll go here, that'll work. We gotta go to the player, because that script actually exists on the player and not on the inventory UI. Yeah. Wait. No, yeah, because that's just the status UI. If I go down here, there's like a thing called player inventory. Yeah, there it is. I built the project. What are you talking about? I'm not... Did I have a compile error or something? I don't know why that didn't update. Didn't update because I was glazing it. It's like, oh, hold on. let me make this shitty actually. Okay, not the actions. Status, yes. Wait. Oh crap, which one is it? It is, ooh. No, the background is just the thing behind it. Oh, alright. Let's see if I did this correctly. Hey, we're healthy! Oh, I guess I should set the color of the text to the same thing as well. Details. What is this autocomplete? Get the hell out of here. Oh, that's gonna be under font. Yeah, that gets trickier. I mean, we can do this, it's just I gotta figure this out here. Label settings, font. Can I access that? Probably not. It's gotta be, like, read-only, right? Maybe? Oh, it doesn't like that. I really don't need to, like, overly null check this shit, but especially because this is like a one-time set it, and then I'm good, because it's a prefab, you know? Maybe that works? I genuinely don't know. We'll find out real soon. Hey, it worked! Now the real question is... why am I walking slowly? That's the real question. I have a console that I can just type commands in. Oh yeah, this is the other thing we added tonight. The camera is no longer locked down. I mean, it can be, but... I'm injured. I'm really injured. I'm dying. I don't know if I have a healing item, but if I do, I'll create a thing. You know what? Actually, let's save. Now that we have like no HP. You know what? This area is kind of jank. I'm gonna go save over here actually. And I'm gonna overwrite that file. Okay, boom. What was I gonna do? Oh, healing item. I'm gonna do this in the jankest way I possibly can. Show me. Oh. Isn't there, like, find, inheritors? Or go to definition or whatever. Yes, there we go. Okay, we do have an item called green juice. Maybe I can spawn that in somewhere? Chat, we're updating the gazebo scene. I'm not throwing more items in here, however... where are they? Ammo spawn 1. Okay, ammo spawn 1, you show up on easy and normal, and then these two only show up on easy. You are getting promoted to... healing item. And you show up on normal. And I'm not renaming you. Alright, Since we didn't collect that item... Ooh, it might have destroyed it, though. Since it's like, it was set to not spawn. I don't know, let's see if it's here. Nope, it's there. Alright. Drink your juice. Hey, it updates. Also, I forgot when you use a healing item, it closes the whole menu. I probably should make it not do that, but, yeah, you know what? Let's put that on our to-do list, actually. Where is my to-do list? Oh, yeah. Stream game dev scratch pad. Okay, cool. Well, that's actually just general ideas for game dev. I have a thing for Goon's Blast features and bug list. Goon's House of Doom features and bugs list. For whatever reason, this also has episodes of Star Trek written down on this text file. I don't know why. I will label this as an enhancement, if I can even type. When using healing items in the inventory screen, don't close the screen afterwards. Add a bool per item and bubble up to the UI script to determine whether each item should close the menu after use. I'm not gonna do that now, but I'm writing it down to do later. I think I'm tapping out. I think I'm happy with where we got things. Got a bunch of random stuff done. A nice little enhanced camera. Reorganize some stuff in that process. Decent dev night. Yeah. We'll be doing more game dev, or not even just game dev, but just coding streams in general, in the near future. But, I think I'm tapping out for now. Although, I don't think I'm gonna end stream yet. Let me commit this code first. So yeah, we added... Oh, right, wired up the player's health. Or, yeah, made inventory screen health readout. Reflect the player's current health properly. Boom. Committed, pushed, shipped, games out there. Say goodbye. Oh, you can only zoom out that far. Say goodbye to this project for now. Say hello to my crazy OBS layout, because for whatever reason, even though I have it on this monitor, it just insists on popping up over here sometimes. Bleh.